Right, bro. Most top influencers are on drugs and you need to know about it. So let me explain. So since I've been making YouTube videos, I've found that I'm in competition with everybody else that makes YouTube videos. That's just the nature of it. So because of that, you try and get better at the craft. Whatever skill you're doing, if you're in competition, you try and get better. So I've tried to reverse engineer what makes a successful video. And I've looked back through my videos and asked what ones did well and why. And something I've noticed is it's down to the energy you bring to the video, right? And all top influencers are using some sort of performance enhancing drug to get this outcome, to bring that energy. So I was just watching a YouTuber that I like called Jack Hopkins, and I noticed his videos are always good and he's got good character, but I noticed in this video he was bringing a little bit extra kind of enthusiasm and animation to the video, and he's got good charisma in this video. And I just saw one of the comments pop up and it said heavy snow in Thailand, right? Because Jack Hopkins lives in Thailand, and heavy snow, the comment is suggesting that Jack snorted something, that's why he's so animated, because that person's noticed it as well. And this got me thinking, even in just the niche I'm looking at, which is I talk about health and fitness. If you look at the top influencers, Sam Sulek, right, he does great, he's a great influencer and a great YouTuber. He's on steroids, which is a performance enhancing drug. Jack Hopkins, don't know what he's on, but I would guess he's just snorted something before making this video. Even Andrew Tate claims that he's not on any drugs, and I believe him, I don't think he is on any drugs, but he drinks 15 coffees a day, right? I don't drink any caffeine and I'm not on any stimulants, and we can all agree that coffee is a stimulant that will give you more energy, you talk quicker and everything like that. So these things, these drugs that these influencers are taking, is enhancing their ability to create content that's engaging. They talk faster, they get the point across, they've got more energy. So if I don't take drugs, I can't compete with that. And you need to know this, because that's going to influence your view of reality. If you're constantly consuming content from people that are on drugs, and just think of your top influencers across the board, it depends what kind of influencers. If you're into Eckhart Tolle, then maybe not. But if you're in the fitness industry, like if you're looking at fitness influencers, this is definitely going to be the case. And they rise to the top of the YouTube algorithm for that reason, because that's what's desirable. People want dopamine hit, good charisma, quick information. And I'm not complaining. If I wanted the outcome that bad, I would do the drugs that's required. Like if I wanted to be a bodybuilder, bodybuilders at a certain level have to take drugs. It's just impossible to compete. Unless you're a genetic freak, I don't think it's possible to compete with top level bodybuilders. So I know if I'm playing a certain game, I've got to do what everybody else is doing to give myself the edge. And that's what I see. I just see YouTubers, all of them are on either TRT, a lot of caffeine or stimulants, or drugs like steroids. So let me know if you've noticed this. Let me just show you this sunset before it goes. Absolutely beautiful. So this is important for you to know for two reasons. One is if you're constantly being shown just people that are on drugs, and that's what you're exposing yourself to, because most people are boring, right? And this is what I've figured out from my videos, is I'm basically slow and boring, and I can't compete with these top YouTubers, and you're probably boring as well, and you don't realise it, because I didn't realise how not engaging I am until I started making videos. Because you look at someone like Andrew Tate or whoever your top influencer is, and you just assume everybody's like that. Everybody's enjoyable to watch and listen, and that's not the case. And if you put out YouTube videos, unless you're on drugs, it's probably going to be the same. People watch it for 5 seconds and then turn it off. So this changes the competition. So you think you're on that level, but unless you're taking drugs, you're not. And the other thing is, it warps how you see reality, because you think that everybody's like that. But the way the YouTube algorithm works is it only shows you videos that do well. So it wants people to watch the video for as long as possible. It wants to keep engagement. So it's only going to push these top people. So it's only going to push people that are on drugs. And is that a good representation of reality? So I'm just some guy in a field who doesn't take drugs and doesn't take caffeine. And I'm reality, and chances are you haven't got the attention span to listen to me for more than 4 minutes or even 30 seconds. Well, that's what the analytics says. People just get bored instantly, and they will click on a video that is from somebody like Andrew Tate or Sam Sulek. Now, these are people on drugs, so is that... And I'm, like I say, I'm not complaining about this, but that's a reality. And I just thought about it, and I thought about how I consume content, and I consume these videos. That is who I expose myself to. And I thought, you've warped your view of reality, because you think it's normal to perform at that high level, and chances are you're not going to be able to perform at that level. It's like looking at a bodybuilder and going, if I train hard, I'll have that body. And you won't. If you train hard and take drugs and have good genetics, you'll have that body. It's like looking at Andrew Tate and going, if I just work hard, I'll have enough money to buy a Bugatti, or I'll make as much money as he is. Yeah, if you work hard, drink 15 coffees a day, and have excellent genetics, a chess master as a dad, and an absolute G as a brother, do you have that? Was you a chess champion at like 5 years old? Probably not. So just be careful how you compare yourself to these people. And if you're trying to compete against them, say you make YouTube videos, or you're a bodybuilder, or you're in business, and you're wondering why you're working really hard and not getting the certain outcome, this is why. Performance enhancing drugs. Steroids will help you massively in business. TRT is going to give you an edge over a guy that's not on TRT, that's just natural. 15 coffees is going to give you an advantage over the guy that doesn't drink coffee. So that's worth being mindful of. And even like Chris Williamson is a podcaster, and you can see it in his eyes and how he engages with his whoever he's interviewing at the time. He's so focused and driven. And most people, if you just think about yourself, how long can you focus on a task for before you get a little bit distracted? How engaged are you before you get tired? Does your energy start dropping at like 3 o'clock? How many hours can you work for constantly until you need a break? And these guys promote things like no days off, you don't need rest, burnout isn't real. Burnout is real, and you've probably experienced it. So my actionable step is look at the top influencers you expose yourself to. And this won't apply. Someone like me, if you watch my videos, I am a small YouTuber. I'm talking about YouTubers with massive followings, Instagram accounts with massive followings. These have massive followings, and they've risen to the top of the algorithm because they're on drugs. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I might just be butthurt that I'm not getting as many views as other people, and I'm self-aware enough to know that that's not the case. But I'm just looking and I'm thinking, right, you want to be successful on YouTube, so reverse engineer what causes success. And it just seems all these people are taking performance enhancing drugs. So let me know what you think.